I just wanted to kind of share my experiences of like what chemotherapy feels like. Um, so for me, I had the two cisplatin and pemetrexed chemotherapy drugs, and that was accessed or given to me through my Metaport for the first two cycles, and then in my arms the last two. So whenever you're whenever I was given chemotherapy in the infusion room, you really don't feel anything. It's just it's just pumping into your body, and it doesn't feel like anything. You don't really feel, to be honest, you don't really feel anything. So I got the so they started with just some fluids, and then they did the steroid medication, and then the anti-nausea medication. And with the steroids, maybe in 10-15 minutes, I can feel like the steroids kind of take an effect a little bit, where I mainly feel like my heart rate is a little, like, it starts to kind of beat a little bit faster, but nothing too crazy. So then after that, you're just kind of just sitting in. You're just sitting there for the rest of the chemotherapy drugs. For me, it all the medication took about maybe 4 to 5 hours to do the whole cycle. So that first day, you don't really feel anything. It's not really hitting you or anything like that. Like I said, the thing I felt the most was the steroids kind of make you feel kind of hyped up, like your heart's kind of beating a little bit faster. Um, and then as the days go on, like the next day and the day after, that's when the steroids wear off, and then that's when the effects of the chemo, like fatigue and nausea, really start to kick in pretty hard. Um, so then, so like I said, on the fifth day, around the fifth day, for me, things I started feeling a little bit better, a little bit more energy. I still need some assistance here and there, and then maybe on the seventh day, that's when I get that IV hydrations with another round of steroids to kind of help boost the recovery. And then usually around that time, seventh day, around there, that's when my appetite starts coming back. I kind of feel like I want to eat a little bit more, maybe have some cravings for certain things here and there. Um, so I guess I would have to say somewhere between the seventh through the 10th day after getting chemo is when that appetite starts coming back. Oh, one more thing: constipation, or not being able to have any bowel movements. That was kind of a thing for me. Even though I did take stool softeners and laxatives to try to help with that, it just your whole for me my whole gut motility was just like, it's just like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom. And usually around for me around the fifth day is when things start working again. So yeah, that just fourth to the fifth day is when I start feeling like I can have some bowel movements. It might not be like, the most relieving bowel movement or the greatest, one, but at least it's something, right? So yeah, I did want to mention that because that was a side effect for sure for me, for every one of my cycles. Yeah, and then after that, things start going back to normal. You start recovering. Um, usually by the end of the like 12 to the 14th day, I definitely start feeling much better. I can kind of like move around, do things around the house, or things I needed to do, maybe run some errands, or just take care of some stuff, or just do things that you like doing. And then that third week is probably the best week. Um, that if you want to plan some trips, go, um, do the things you like to do. That's probably the best week, feeling right before you do your next cycle. So I guess you can plan around that accordingly. That way, it gives you something to look forward to. Because it's not fun whenever you're just feeling like so low energy you can't do anything. But and you just feel like the days are long just because you don't have. I don't know. For me, like I said, I didn't want to watch anything or do anything or anything like that. So you just sleep, really, and that does pass the time. There's one day I slept for like 22 hours in total. Um, so yeah, you're definitely just gonna sleep it off, and then the time that you are up, just try to relax, talk to your caregiver, your spouse or whatever, and hydrate. My tips.